Hi, I'm Professor Pride. Yesterday, a professional sniper killed the neo-Nazi Charlie Kirk. He and I disagreed on many things, and he even called for my death on multiple occasions. But like many of you this week, I've struggled figuring out how to both condemn political violence of any kind, while at the same time not feeling anything for Charlie. Let me be clear, his wife and child were at the event yesterday too, and our hearts go out to them. No family deserves this sort of tragedy. But what happened doesn't suddenly make Charlie a good person. It doesn't rewrite history. It's never okay to celebrate, but it is okay to not feel anything at all. Before this, I was editing 2 episodes of our show. One to air next week on rainbow crosswalks being painted over. The other was meant to air this week on the NRA supporting transgender rights, and the far right blaming trans people on all of the violence in America. Today, the far right even blamed trans people for the killing of Charlie Kirk, which is just ridiculous. Both of those episodes are ready to air, but we're going to hold on to both of them because of the rhetoric this week. There have been thousands, if not millions of messages calling for the start of a civil war. Today, even the DNC headquarters was attacked. Republicans have been widely calling this the Reichstag moment. If you're not familiar, that phrase comes from when the Nazis set fire to their own building in 1933, and then used that fire to wage war against communists. While I personally feel this was, you know who, no matter who hired the sniper, one thing is clear from the video he released hours later: Donald Trump is using this to start a war against America. It's horrifying that we've had over 5,000 mass shootings in the past decade. Nancy Pelosi's husband severely injured, 2 Minnesota state representatives killed, another school shooting yesterday at the same time, and an insurrection on our Capitol. But all Trump condemns is the killing of Charlie Kirk, even giving him a Presidential Medal of Freedom today. Like many of you might be feeling right now, I'm tired of the United States and living under fascism. I'm tired of our country not caring when children die. But I'm tired of one man doing a fantastic job making all of us fight each other, even letting unedited video of Charlie's passing circulate online without any censorship to stoke the flames even more. It's a classic sign of the KGB. If we really wanted to continue being a country, there would have been punishments after the first Civil War for Confederates. There would have been consequences for Nazis living in America after the Second World War. There would have been consequences for the insurrectionists on our Capitol in 2021. But for 10 years now, I've actually been lucky. Covering news for 10 years with over 13 million viewers has allowed me to see how people in other countries view the United States. I've heard from those on the outside how Americans mourn when their own side has a loss and celebrate when fellow Americans suffer. Democrats and Republicans both do the same thing. Thanks to their perspective living outside of the US, I've been able to see that we've been at war with each other for a long time now. Sure, China and Russia might have helped both sides fight more, but we've never been united. 24 years ago today, my husband was in New York City. On September 10th, 2001, he was actually on top of the North Tower of the World Trade Center, less than 24 hours before they fell. He took the next day off work to enjoy the city when tragedy struck. This was his perspective. With the help of some friends, he escaped the city. But when he got home, he was working a customer service job at the time for a cable company. While everyone likes to think Americans came together and united for a common goal, the truth is, people called their cable company wondering why their channels were offline. When teams of people explained the servers for the entire East Coast were on top of the North Tower, people didn't care. They just wanted to watch TV. So you might ask where we go from here. I don't know. I realize that I'm a massive target for the far right, and they might want some revenge for Charlie. So we're taking a few weeks off from the show. In the meantime, our family is implementing massive security upgrades this week, and we encourage all LGBTQ people to get a weapon for their homes before anyone shuts down your right to do so. But please don't ever fool yourself into thinking we've ever been a great country. Even in our darkest hour 24 years ago, we've had no compassion for our fellow Americans. We just wanted to watch TV. I'll leave you with this. There have been 173,404 deaths in the past decade due to mass shootings in the United States. We need our lawmakers to do something about that. Right now they just feel rage against Democrats or Republicans. We have the option right now to either use Charlie Kirk's death as a springboard for war or for unity. We all know which way the president sides, and we already know, thanks to his video for us released yesterday, how he wants us all to side too. But it's our choice. And while I do encourage all LGBTQ people to arm themselves just in case, I hope for once in our 250-year history, we make the right choice. Again, Charlie Kirk and I disagreed on a lot of issues, and my heart goes out to his family. But whoever hired that sniper wanted us to fight and wanted this to be a Reichstag moment. Now it's our choice if we let it happen.